Hello my beautiful souls and welcome to my tarot card channel. If you're new here, my name is Shem, and today's pick card reading we're going to be discussing what about you makes people scream. So screaming could be meaning like people who could be maybe a little bit jealous of you, like they could be screaming inside, or people could be screaming inside feeling like giddy about you. So we'll see what pops up in your readings, but we're mainly going to be talking about what about you makes people scream. So before we hop into the readings, I want to let you guys know the way that I read tarot, it's about self-reflection, it's about showing you the different options you have, and of course it's for entertainment purposes, so don't take anything too seriously, trust your own free will. Also, you could view the video, you could watch all the different piles, or you could watch whatever pile catches your eye, as long as you take what resonates and leave the rest. And let's hop into the pile selection. So we have 3 piles here today. The first image is of a Scream, the character from Scream. Because we're in the Halloween season, I wanted to pick characters for Halloween. And this character is sitting on a couch with like a Snuggie on. They got candy, snacks, and they look like they're watching TV. It's kind of giving me like Mean Girls and Scream like mixed together. And there looks like there's candles. It's just like a lot of pink. Pink could be significant to you. I think they got nails on. They're kind of just vibing and watching like a movie or like a show or something. So if that resonates with you, please pick pile 1. And then for pile 2, we have this Scream character in an elevator. He's holding a Hello Kitty toy, and he's wearing a glove that has like a skeleton like outline on it. So there could be something about like, I wanted to say like your gifts, like maybe the gifts you give. There could also be something significant about elevators and maybe skeletons. I almost wanted to say skeletons in their closet. So if that resonates with you, pile 2, please pick pile 2. And then for pile 3, we have another Scream character. He is at like a diner or something. He's eating a burger and fries. And I originally thought maybe it's like when you pay for their food, or like what makes people scream inside is like they could like to watch you eat, or maybe they just like to go out, like maybe they get giddy going out to get food with you or going out to get lunch with you. It could also just be they could get giddy, or like they could scream inside, or they could scream when if you pay for dinner or you pay for lunch, whatever. So that is what I have for pile 3. Let's hop into the readings. Hello my beautiful pile 1s. If you chose this image, this will be your reading on what about you makes people scream. So we are going to be doing Pinterest board only. And before we hop into that, I want to give a reminder. I do sell personal readings. Every single deck you see on my channel is listed there. We have a sale going on in 3 days. The sale will end. I have a code SPOOKY going on, so it's 30% off any reading. You could get a reading as low as $15. So if you've been thinking about it, make sure to do it before the sale ends. And also we're going to have an extended reading to our Patreon, so I could say more 18+ messages over there, and it's ad-free and it supports the channel. So if you're interested, check that out. Thank you for listening. Let's hop into your reading. So what is the things about you that makes people scream? I want to say scream in like a good way. Like if we do get some other things, we'll note it, but I think the first thing I'm getting is what about you makes people scream is people could get really happy, or people could like scream inside about wanting to like watch movies with you, wanting to like just cuddle up on the couch and snuggle with you, or get all comfortable and like eat snacks together. That could be something that makes them scream inside, and that could be something that really makes them happy, and they could really enjoy to do that with you. Another thing that makes them scream inside is maybe like the snacks you guys share. Maybe you guys share similar snacks, or like similar taste in snacks. We also have, so let's look at the images now. So we have this girl standing here with like this blue hair. So your Instagram could make people scream. People could be screaming over your Instagram, being like, oh my god, this person is like fine shit. Like this person is so fine. They could like literally be screaming over your Instagram, being like, oh my god, 𝑒𝑓 is absolutely to die for. You could have really beautiful long hair. People could like maybe your chains, your tattoos, or maybe your colored hair. What else makes people scream? Could be maybe you guys have like a scar or something, or like a little mark on your cheek. People could scream over your eye contact. You could make people scream internally from your eye contact. There could also just be something about your gaze and your look. You could just be very handsome, very attractive, and it makes people a little bit like they scream inside, like with butterflies or something. We have this shit is bananas. There could be something about things being bananas. People could feel like you are bananas, maybe. People could feel like what makes them scream is this situation is bananas, or maybe they're just like, what makes them scream is like I want to say like, oh my god, like what is going on? Like this situation is crazy. So I don't know what that is. The next one we have is there's a scream character on the phone, on the bed with popcorn, and there's someone else in the doorway. So maybe your phone calls, maybe the way you flirt with them over the phone, the way you talk to them. Every time I ever see this ghost face guy, I always think about in the movie how he had like such a sexy voice. So there could be something about your voice, maybe your late night voice, maybe your sleepy voice. You could have a very sexy voice. And I don't know what this is in the corner, but maybe you're like someone who surprises people. Maybe what makes people scream is like maybe you're someone who scares people. Maybe you're the type of person to jump scare somebody. Like you like will hide behind the wall and like jump out to like scare them. And the reason why I say that is because she looks like she's hiding, like he doesn't know that she's there, and it looks like or maybe there's like something to do with like a scaredy cat. Maybe you make people scream literally out loud because you like jump scare them with like, you know, maybe playing a prank on them or something. That's what I'm getting. Okay, so what do we have? It says visiting emotions. Where is the emotions visiting? Is it inside the belly, close to your heart? Is it heavy on your back, in your mind? What does the emotion look like? Is it big, small, tall, medium? What's the emotion feel like? Is it heavy, light? Does the emotion have a sound? Is it yelling, loud, or whispering? Is it fierce, confident, or shy? What is this emotion saying? So what I'm is people could be screaming inside because of their emotions. Maybe there's someone who, this could be a very specific message for somebody, but what about you makes people scream inside could be, maybe there's someone in particular that is having a lot of emotions or feeling some type of way, and they're trying to cope with it, and it's like almost like they're not getting what it is they want. So they're really emotional about it, and it's like maybe they're trying to like cope with that. So maybe that's what's coming out, or maybe this is coming from you. So let's see what else we have. It says presentations and docs align. It says shiny dress. It says shoulder set and prom dress. There could be something about your prom dresses. Maybe seeing you in a dress makes people scream. People could really like your setup. Maybe people could scream because they like that you play video games, or for some of you it could just be people like your workstation and thinks it's like really neat, clean. Some of you, people could feel like what makes people scream is that maybe you guys are very different from each other. It's almost like you are an alien to them. There could be something about feeling like you're foreign. Maybe for some of you guys could be foreign. Or it could just be that you guys are different, so they view you as like an alien. Like it's almost like an alien from another planet. Like they can't seem to relate. That could be something in particular, and that's what makes people scream, is like they want to maybe be on like good side, like a good on the same page with you. That could be something for some of you. If that doesn't resonate, it could just be that what makes people scream is maybe they feel like they're an alien to you. Like maybe they feel like you are, I want to say don't understand them, or we have IKEA here. There could also just be, I'm not going to read too much into it, but it says nobody freaking cares. Just arrived. Another thing that makes people scream is you could be very cute, because I feel like this alien's very adorable, very cute. People could envision a future with you. People could envision like traveling the world, or like terrestrial adventures with you. Like maybe this, like what about you makes people scream is how different you are from everyone else, and that could be something that really is intriguing to them. There could also be something about wanting to build furniture with you, maybe like going to IKEA, maybe roaming around IKEA. IKEA could be significant. What else do we have? Oh my god, look, it says, it kind of looks like the word alien a little bit. Aaliyah? Heavens, highborn, exhalated, evokes beauty, heavenly symbol, angelic, and royal in nature. And it says, Lord, watch over me while I get this money. I'm dead. What makes people scream is people could be like really excited for you. People could be like hyped. People could be like watching over you, or people could be watching and supporting you, watching you get this money, and they're kind of like, they're like, yeah, like they're screaming inside for you, like they're just so excited or happy for you. What else do we have? People could really like the way you decorate. You could have a really cute, like, home. It says, do not let things that have hurt you turn into a person you are not. For some of you, maybe some of you guys have, like, green hair. That could be very, very particular. Majority of you aren't going to have that, but there could be someone out there that's watching this that, you know, that's a specific message for you. Okay, but besides that, it says, don't let things that have hurt you turn you into a person you are not. There could be something about what makes people scream inside. It's like maybe this could be a really specific message, but for some of you, it's like they just want you to understand, like I want to say, like, they feel like they're trying to get you to understand something that could be maybe some sort of, like, trauma that's still holding you back, that maybe is not being seen. That could be something, because it says, don't let the things that have hurt you in the past to turn you into the person you are not. Like, you're not that type of person, you know, to be hurt and, you know, to be, like, hurt changes people, you know? So there could be something about that. If that doesn't resonate, this could also just mean, what about you makes people scream is people could see that you are not allowing that to happen. Like, people could be so happy that, and, like, excited to see that you could be a very open-minded type of person, and maybe you're reflecting more, working through any hurt that is residual, and no longer allowing that to define you. So that is what I have with that. Let's see what else we have here. It says, why did you text me in that tone? Maybe what makes people scream inside is maybe people could feel like, what makes people scream, or what about you makes people scream is, I want to say maybe people are feeling very sensitive about you. So, like, little things could make them, like, you know, sensitive, and they're just, you know, wanting to be reassured that you care about them. So that could be something, or maybe that could be something about you, like how you are feeling. Again, with the green hair, look at it. It says, I feel so full and I'm still managing to lose weight. People could be screaming, people could be, like, cheering you on. Maybe some of you guys have lost some weight, and people could be, like, screaming inside because of that. Like, they're like, yeah. Or, maybe some of you guys gained weight, and, like, you're feeling more fuller, healthier, and that could be something too that people are like, yeah, for pile 1. It says, grow together and independently. This could be something that someone is envisioning with you, and someone who is, like, wanting with you, and they're screaming inside thinking about this. So that is what I have for you, my beautiful pile 1. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, we are going to be continuing this reading over on my Patreon, so if you're interested, check it out. If not, no worries. Thank you for just watching, and I'll see you in my next ones. Bye! Hello, my beautiful pile twos. If you chose this image, this will be your reading on what about you makes people scream. So the first thing I was getting from your image is people could be screaming inside over the gifts you give. You could be an amazing gift giver, or people could like how much you like Hello Kitty. That could be something. It could also be, what this thumbnail could be representing is people could be screaming about being alone with you in an elevator. There could be something about like they get butterflies or whatever because they're like, oh my god, what's gonna happen? I'm also kind of getting, there could be something about I was kind of getting like there's something unknown. Like, I don't know why, because like the glove is reminding me of skeleton, like a skeleton, and it's reminding me of like skeletons in the closet. And maybe there's something about like a secret or something that is unknown. So we'll talk about it. Maybe we could see if that comes out in the reading, if that resonates with you. Another thing could be, I want to say, people could be screaming over like while you're in an elevator. I don't know, like maybe because you know how like sometimes elevators, when you go down an elevator, the call service like sucks and you can't ever like this phone starts glitching and stuff. That could be something. There could also just be someone that maybe you've been in an elevator with, maybe like a hotel room with, maybe in like an apartment complex that you live near, and like every time they see you or like alone with you in the elevator, they get like, they scream a little bit inside. So that's what I have with that. Let's see what else we have here. So we have this image here. People could be screaming over your looks. People could really find you to be very attractive. It says, if they want to paint you as the villain, then pose. People could be what's creaming. Oh my god. I did not mean to say that, pile two, but I have a feeling that resonates for some of you. I have a feeling there could be some, more chemistry in this situation here. Maybe it's between two people. Maybe you guys are like very flirty with each other. And maybe this person, thinks about you in that type of way. We'll get more a little bit in the 18 plus messages in our Patreon, but I didn't mean to say it. It came out. If they want to paint you as a villain, then pose. There could be something about what is making them scream inside is maybe they're screaming inside because you may trigger them. That could be like a very specific message for somebody. Like if it has nothing to do with like romance and it has more to do with like maybe friendships or just people. It could be romance too. There could be, tension between two people in a romantic situation. So there could just be something about someone, for some of you, maybe they're trying to paint you as the villain, and it could just be because it's coming from their own insecurities, and it's easier for them to blame you than to take accountability, period. So it's like they'd rather paint you out as a villain instead of work on themselves, and that could be what about you makes them scream inside. It's like they maybe are like a hater that, or someone who's jealous of you just because of their own insecurities. So that could be something. Besides that, let's look at the more positive messages. It says odder and hotter. So people could be screaming inside because people feel like you are hotter. People could also feel like you are maybe appreciative, and maybe you're starting to be more selfish, like you're starting to put yourself first. People could like, oh my god, we have a puzzle here. People could feel like puzzled by you. What makes people scream inside is because the unknown. That you could be unknown. You could be very mysterious. People could feel like they don't really know you. So what they do is they assume. And when they assume, they're just like, projecting. So there could be something about you are like a puzzle. And it makes people scream inside is because they just want to figure you out. They get frustrated, they just want to figure you out, they want to put the puzzle pieces together, and they just never seem, it's like they can't. So it's like they got you wrapped up in their brain, like thinking about you 24/7. That could be something. It could be that maybe someone feels like, what about you makes people scream? I think there could be something about your curly hair. People could really love your hair. Maybe the length of your hair, the way your hair looks makes people scream inside. Like they could get very excited, very giddy. They could be very attracted to that in particular. We have bats. There could be something about your Halloween decorations. There could be something about maybe, for some of you, if you're a man, maybe there's like a sleeveless shirts that you wear. Oh, I didn't even mean to click on this. But people could really like your sleeveless shirts so they could see your arm muscles, and that could be something that makes people scream inside. We have Elvis reading the Sunday Mirror. It says 2 airliners missing. There could be something about your style. Maybe you are very like fancy looking, classy looking. Maybe you like dress up like Elvis or something, like the way you slick back your hair. But overall, maybe people like to see you read. Maybe you're a great reader. People could like to see you like reading the newspaper or like a book or something. Okay, it says, I can catch as many flies with honey as I can hollow out a carcass, your choice. What the hell? I would call you a blank, but you don't have the depth or the warmth. Oh my god. I'm billing you for this conversation. It says I could catch as many flies with honey as I can your hollowed out carcass. So it's kind of giving me like someone's dissing someone with this. I obviously don't really understand it, but I like what I'm getting from this is like catching flies is like, you know, when you're like tasty like honey, you could catch a lot of people, versus you're like, I feel like it's kind of a diss to like someone being like your hollowed as body, you know, could catch flies. I don't know, really. I'd like to hear what you have to say in the comments. It says, asking for a friend. How many times do I have to click I accept cookies before they send cookies? There could be something about, people could be asking for a friend about you. People could be talking to their friends about you. People could be like, oh, what do you think about pile 2? Or do you know any more information about pile 2? You could be like the conversation or the topic of conversation. Like people are like asking their friends, like, you know, what's going on with pile 2? I need to know more about pile 2. They could be just wanting to get to know more information about you. Because I'm leaving, like there's almost like a question mark. Like people could just feel like they don't understand, or like they don't understand. They haven't gotten to know you. It says lift heavier or do more reps. There could be something about you guys lifting heavy. Maybe you guys have muscle. We have Candy and doing like a little seance. People could like want to what about you makes people scream is like you could have a lot of maybe you cast a lot of spells on yourself. Like you have like maybe you do affirmations, and like you just like you could be someone who's like just in a good mood. Or there could just be something about Halloween. I'm not really sure what that is. I'm also kind of like left confused in this reading, which is very interesting. It's just like a question mark. There could be something about the coffee you drink. Maybe you like, what makes people scream inside is the type of coffee you get. It could be like really out there, or people could just like your coffee taste. People could be screaming about the car you have. People could be like, you get all giddy with the car you have. It's almost like, oh my god, that's such a nice car. Look, we have little scream cupcakes. That's so cute. There could be something about a lot of people screaming. There could be a lot of people that are like, I feel like you could be, like, if you ever watched the Scream movie, it's like this guy, like, basically prank calls people, or he calls them up and he, like, you know, like, messes with them over the phone. You could be like and like people don't know who it is. People don't know who that person is. So I feel like what I'm getting is like you could be very confusing to a lot of people. Like people, not that like that's anything on your part. I think it's just that people are left puzzled by, because of your uniqueness. You are like no one. You are like not anyone they've ever met, and it leaves people puzzled. And people could be very, very intrigued by that. You could be like this little flower. There could be this flower is so beautiful. It kind of looks like there's like, you know, because we're in the Halloween season, it kind of looks like there's blood, like they're dipped in blood or something. It says, I'd kill for these games, let's confuse the kids. It says how to avoid using very. You could be also someone who is great with their vocabulary, their grammar. You could be someone who's very well spoken, and that could be, people could be confused by the way you speak. You could be really good at like talking and communicating, and you could use very like big vocabulary, and it leaves people puzzled because they're like, what did they just say? Like they don't understand. They're not at that level. They're not like smart enough or something. So that could be something. And maybe you don't even like do it on purpose. You're just like naturally, that's how you talk. It says the hour is certain to come, so we must forget graciously. And then it says hug me. People want to hug you. What makes them scream inside is when they hug you. Maybe when you guys like get drinks together, like these really cool, fun drinks together. It says look at the journey ahead is going to be tough. It looks like an adventure to me. People could really like your outlook on life. It could make them scream inside. It's because they just get so excited and giddy, being like, wow, look at pile two's outlook. It says, I may be a bitch, but I still have a big heart. People could feel like you have a really big heart. And with this, it kind of reminds me of a Jolly Rancher, like candy. And it says, the hour is certain to come, but we must forget graciously. So there could be something about someone trying to forget something. It says the hour is certain to come. Like this time will come. What the frick does that have? I don't understand. There could be something about people could feel like you were trying to forget something, and what makes people scream inside is, or not forget. I didn't even mean to say forget. I meant to say forgive. People could be feeling like you were trying to forget them, and that could be something that makes them scream inside. If that's not the case, it could also be that people could feel like grateful and happy and like excited when like when you forgive them graciously. Yeah, I don't really know. It says, it's all a game to me. Anyways, I like you a lot. Okay, well now I feel like we're getting a little bit more information here. Maybe for some of you, you guys dated someone who's toxic, and they're kind of like, oh, it's all a game to me. Like they're kind of just like have this wall up of being like, oh, I'm tough. But in reality, it's like they're just got some issues. And they could feel like you are very sweet like candy, and it's kind of like what makes people scream inside is like they are just wanting you to forgive them, and that could be what's like screaming inside them. And this is, what do boundaries feel like? You could be also setting better boundaries with this person, and that could be something that makes them uncomfortable. Obviously, respect you put you first, always. And maybe you guys like study literature. Maybe that's like some sort of degree you have or what you teach. But people could be screaming inside, or people could be, what about you makes people scream is your ability, it says English literature, I will die for honor, I will die for love, I will die for freedom, I will die. People could be screaming, you could be funny, people could be screaming inside because of your humor, like people could try not to laugh, but you could be very funny and very witty. So that is what I have for you, my beautiful pile 2. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. We're going to be continuing this reading over on my Patreon, so if you'd like to see more, it's going to be over there. It helps out the channel, it's ad-free, and I get to get into the more 18 plus juicy details. So yeah, thank you so much. Bye. Hello, my beautiful pile 3. If you chose this image, this will be your reading on what about you makes people scream. So the first thing I was getting from your thumbnail, some of the messages I was getting from your thumbnail, is people could scream when they see you out in public. People could be screaming when they could get very excited or very giddy when they get food with you, when they get lunch with you. Maybe when they specifically go out to like a diner or something. There could be something specific about burgers and fries. And another thing I'm getting is, I want to say when like you pay for food or something, or when you buy them food, they could get very like, people could like scream inside, or like they just get very excited. Like they're just like, oh my, like they're just like, yes, like, okay, so that's what I have with your thumbnail. Let's look at your images. So the first thing we have is 𝑒𝑓𝑓, and it's like this person looking a little bit crazy when he's smiling. It says he looked like he pulled strings away from having a mental breakdown and allowed Red Riding Hood to pull the trigger. So there could be something about what makes people scream is they could be on like, this person could be a one pull away from having a mental breakdown. So what makes people scream? There could be something a little bit more in depth with that. I don't know exactly what the message is, but people could feel like they're close to losing it. Like they're just about to like lose their mind because of something when it comes to you, and that is what makes them want to scream. It says, God forbid a woman has hobbies. So people could really like your hobbies. What makes people scream inside is like people could really love like that you have hobbies and that you do a little arts and crafts. People could like to join together and like, you know, nurture both of your like inner childs together. It says, me when he's low-key a weirdo, taller than me, respectful freak, a gentle, matches my energy, and obsessed with me. There could be something about what makes people scream inside is like you could be all these different things, whether you're a man or a woman, and it's just like they get so giddy, excited, and they're just like screaming inside, and they're just like, oh my god, pile 3 is so amazing. So, and you have standards. You could be someone who has standards, and like you fit their criteria. So there could be someone out there who really is just screaming inside when it comes to you, pile 3. It says cool grass pod seating area in a pond. There could be something about like a cool like seating area that like someone wants to sit next with you, maybe at like a park or something. We have, is the cup of half full or half empty? As long as there's a cup, there's coffee in the cup, I don't care. There could be something about maybe the way you drink coffee. People could like your coffee taste. We have, what else do we have here? We have this little schedule here. People could really love how organized you are. People could like that you are very neat, organized. People could like your handwriting. You could just be like, honestly, so neat. We have, if I try to make it perfect, I won't make it at all. There could be something about you not being afraid to start things and not worried about, you know, making them perfect. Maybe something in particular is like, that could be someone, people could be looking at you and seeing the way that you are and how you are like not someone who worries about being perfect, that it makes them scream inside because it's like, how are you like this? Like, I want to be like that. Like, I want to be like, you know, to not have anything like holding me back or whatever. So there could be something about that coming out. People could be screaming inside over like admiring you, feeling inspired by you. We have, oh, not again, missing all of my motivation to do anything productive. My life is in shambles. I'm dead. There could be something about people could be feeling the lack of motivation, and so they're screaming inside because of that. Or people could be screaming inside due to like comparing themselves to you. Like people could be like really, people could be like, there could be someone in particular that has lost motivation and they're feeling a little bit down on themselves. So that could be something that they're screaming inside about you. It's like they're comparing themselves. Or it could be, people could be like wanting to know where your motivation's coming from. Like, people want to be motivated by you. They're like, please motivate me. My higher self walking courageously into the unknown. My human self nervous, but along for the ride. You could have a booty. Oh my goodness. Pile 3, you could have a bodacious booty, and that could be what people are screaming inside. Like, when they look at your body, they're like, oh my god, my golly. People could feel like you have a bodacious booty. You could have just a beautiful body in general. You could be like very witchy. What makes people scream inside is maybe your sexy outfits, maybe something specific about your stockings. It says people could want to touch that butt. I'm dead. Then they could want a lot of affection. What's screaming inside is like they want to do that, or like wants your attention. They're like screaming inside for your attention. We must stop eating, cried Toad as he ate another. Oh my god. You guys could be, there could be someone in particular that screams inside when you buy them food. Maybe the two of you, or like, I want to say like there could be someone in particular that you guys like really bond over food and really just love to eat together, and like that's like just your sanctuary or like your ritual to go get some tasty food together and like spend time together, and like maybe you guys just have like a like really amazing taste of the types of foods you guys like to eat together. There could just be something about bonding over food. We have, partner, I'll dance with you to the sun, don't shine. There could be something about wanting to dance with you and spend the rest of your life together. There could just be something about maybe you guys really like being, there could be someone who feels very connected to you, who views you as like their one and only, and they want to dance with you to the sun don't shine. They want to like be with you to the end of days, and that could be something that has them screaming inside, is like just wanting that, or you know, like that's just what they feel called to do. What is screaming, what makes this person scream is like that is what they feel they are made to do, is to be with you. We have just for a moment, oh dear, oh no. There could be something about what about you makes people scream is maybe you fall asleep. Maybe you tend to fall asleep and you're like, oh shit, like you lose track of time. That could be something that, this could be a very specific message, but there could be something about like maybe you fall asleep and you forget to answer their text and they're like screaming inside. Or it could be this person could be screaming inside because they just find you to be so cute while you sleep and they want to nap with you. That could be something. It says do more of the things you love. This is the tooth ferret. It says serving can't. People could find you to be very funny. It says girl shit on his lawn. Sorry, I'm sad. There could be something about feeling sad, spending time in bed. So what could be screaming? What about you makes people scream is, I want to say like, they see you're hurting or they see you're down and it makes them want to like, it makes them uncomfortable, like they want to like fix things or something, they want to like make things better. Serving can't. Maybe some people are screaming over the tasks they have to do. So it says what about you makes people scream is maybe they feel like you've lost interest in doing like a certain task, or maybe you've just been very tired, and what's making them scream inside is like they're like, this needs to be done. This needs to get done. I don't know. That could be a specific message. Okay, let's see what else we have. It says manifesting snags. This person could be trying to they almost like, they could see that you're feeling down and they want to cheer you up by grabbing you snacks. So like what's making them scream inside is like, they're like, oh my god, let's go get pile 3 some snacks, or let's go try to cheer pile 3 up. You know, like they want to like cheer you up so that you can do like things for yourself or something. I just want to say, like, cheer you up. It says, we must remain silly to survive the horrors of this world. It says, now watch as I create problems out of thin air. So there could be something about, it says, don't talk to me until I had my potion of waking. You guys could be like a wizard, or like wizards, or like magicians or such something. Like you could have a lot of magic. You're magical. What makes people scream about you is that you're magical. And another thing I'm getting is some of you could be like, what makes people scream inside is maybe there could be someone in particular that might be creating problems out of thin air. Like there could just be focusing on like the unnecessary details of certain things, and that could be what makes someone scream inside. So that could be something. That could be like a very specific message. This is on my way to grizz my own ass. That's funny. I did something stupid and now I need help. There could be something about this person. It says, I was going to be so annoying today. There could be someone who likes to annoy you. What's screaming inside of them is to try to, like, they purposely want to annoy you. Which is kind of cute. And I think there could also be something that says, I did something stupid and now I need help. What makes people scream inside is maybe they feel like they did something stupid and they're kind of hoping that you help them. Like they're kind of like screaming. They're like, can you help me? Tan the booty. Sun's out, buns out, I guess. It says, head full of nonsense, heart full of love, belly full of potato. Aw. There could be something about, what about you makes people scream inside. It's like, you could just be overall, I don't know, it's kind of interesting. We got, like, someone who's sad a little bit. Like, we were kind of getting a little bit of sadness. But overall, generally pretty happy. Like, they have a head full of nonsense, they're goofing off, they're playing around, they have a heart full of love, and they have, food in their stomach, and, like, overall, that's all they really need. Like, I think with pile 3, what about you makes people scream is, like, they could be very excited inside to see that, like, to see your gratitude, or, like, to see the little things that make you happy. You could be someone who's very detail-oriented, and, like, they could like to, do little details, little efforts of love. Hocus pocus, I cannot focus. There could be something about what about you makes people scream is maybe you struggle to focus. But, like, it could be something about, or it could be maybe they struggle to focus. There could be something about, yeah, that's what I'm getting. It says, get the fuck out of bed and go, bitch. There could definitely be something about, some of you guys are maybe just relaxing and, like, spending time for yourselves, and you're kind of just, like, in your own little bubble, like, just really trying to, like, rejuvenate, which is totally fine. Take your time. And what is making people scream about or towards you, or, like, there could just be something about someone, like, what about you makes people scream is, like, they just want to motivate you. Like, they just want to motivate you. And you'd be like, come on, you got this, pile 3. Like, you have so much potential. You can do literally anything. Like, I just wanted to say, like, there's just something about, like, really hyping you the fuck up. And like, hyping you up like this guy does. I don't know if you've ever seen this guy's videos. But that is what I have for you, my beautiful pile 3. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to watch the continuation of this reading, we're going to be continuing it on Patreon. But that is all I have for you. If not, no worries. Thank you just for watching. I'll see you in the next one.